Hello again, peace and blessings to you from me on Poem Praise 2. Next in the Extraordinary African Americans is Henry Johnson, World War I hero during the time period of 1897 to 1929, and it reads as such. Now, on April the 6th, 1917, the United States entered World War I. Approximately 10,000 African American men had already enlisted in the U.S. Army, and thousands of others were soon signed up. Among the new recruits was a young man from Albany, New York, named Henry Johnson. Now, Johnson was sent to Camp Wadsworth, South Carolina, for training and assigned to the all-black 369th Infantry. Shortly afterwards, the 369th was shipped out to France, where it was attached to the 16th Division of the French Army and sent into action. Now, on the morning of May 14, 1917, Sergeant Johnson and Private Needham Roberts were on guard duty on a bridge near the Aisne River. I don't know if I said that correctly, but it's spelled A-I-S-N-E, river. Now, suddenly, without warning, about 13 German soldiers attacked them. Now, cut off from the other American troops, Johnson and Roberts fought bravely. Wounded and out of ammunition, the two fought on in hand-to-hand combat. So they was just using their fists because they ain't had no bullets for the guns. So, hey, you're going to have to use some. So, had to use your hands. These, you know what I'm saying? These right here. All right, let's see what happened with them using hand-to-hand combat. Now, when the Germans took Roberts prisoner, Johnson, using only a knife and the butt of his empty rifle, freed him. I'm going to let that sink in, because, yeah. Finally, the Germans retreated, but only after Johnson and Roberts had killed at least 4 of them and wounded about 10 others. Afterward, Johnson and Roberts were taken to a French hospital. Johnson was treated for bayonet and grenade wounds to his back, arm, face, and feet. The courageous stand these 2 men had taken had prevented their regiment from suffering heavy casualties. The fight became known as the Battle of Henry Johnson, and both men were awarded the Croix de Guerre. I don't know if I said that correctly, but Croix, C-R-O-I-X-D-E, and then the next word is G-U-E-R-R-E. France's highest military honor. The 369th Infantry was cited for bravery 11 times during the war. Germans call the African American Infantry Unit Hellfighters because it never retreated and never allowed one of its members to be captured. Mm. hmm But the Hell Fighters paid a heavy price. In 191 days of fighting, the 369th suffered 1,500 dead and wounded. Almost 200 of its officers and enlisted men received individual honors. The entire regiment received the Croix de Guerre for gallantry under fire. Now, when the war ended, the 369th was greeted with a tremendous parade up in New York City's Fifth Avenue. Johnson received numerous promises of gifts and honors. The gifts never materialized, and although France had awarded him the highest military honor, he never received even a Purple Heart from the U.S. government. Neither did Johnson receive disability pay, even though he was incapacitated by his wounds and unable to work. The courage and sacrifice of African American soldiers in World War I were little appreciated by either the U.S. military or the civilian population. African American soldiers continued to be segregated in the Army and were discriminated against when they tried to find jobs after leaving the service. President Woodrow Wilson had said that the purpose of the World War I was to make the world safe for democracy. Thanks to the sacrifices of men like Johnson, democracy remained safe in most European countries. Unfortunately, the struggle to make President Wilson's slogan a reality at home was far from over. And that is all we have right now for Henry Johnson. I would like to thank you for listening here on Poem Praise 2. Now, be blessed until I speak with you again. I'm going to give you a preview of the next extraordinary African American, because you know we're going to get through this book. For sure we are. The next one up on our list is Bessie Smith. She's a blues singer during the time period of 1894 to 1937. So certainly stay tuned to hear about Miss Bessie Smith. All right, y'all.